Greetings, everyone. I am Laduma Ngxokolo. A couple of months ago, I was chosen by Brand South Africa as part of their campaign that celebrates our constitution. I became very honored to be chosen as part of the campaign. They wanted me to share the story of how the South African constitution inspired me to use my rights as a young black emerging designer to become an established designer that I am today. A couple of pointers that I'd like to share that actually has inspired me to be bold and to make the choices that I made are: number one, the fact that I came up with a story that is well rooted in my culture. Of course, our South African constitution points out that one does have rights to celebrate our diversity as South Africans and love other cultures as well. I am from the Xhosa culture, and therefore I had to use my rights to celebrate our rituals, celebrate our traditions. That freedom has actually gotten me even more excited to a point where I had the freedom to go out and research out of the information that is out there on the library, and I am very grateful and happy that our South African constitution stipulates that type of right that has become valuable to myself, not only to share in my country, South Africa, but I shared a heritage of Ubuxhosa offshore, overseas as well. One of the rights that I actually exploited, and I think that is very important for every South Africans, is the right to education. I didn't have an easy upbringing and easy access to education, but because I had a right, I actually had to stand up for that, and I had quite a smooth education journey during my academic years, and that right has actually added an extra character and an extra facets to my life and my career. Third right that I'd like to share with you is my right to access business opportunities within South Africa and abroad. I also exploited that right of using my rights as an entrepreneur and got to use some resources that were allocated by the government that I can use as an entrepreneur to grow my business and to get myself to the next level. I would recommend that every South African utilizes that right. We have that right to exploit, so that we make sure that we prosper more as a nation. And South Africa is a diverse country. I've got a right to be friends with across races, with friends that are from different communities. So the people that I mixed with, my customers, and everyone that is willing to endorse what I do and become friends with me, I've got a right to blend in with them. Unlike in the old times, we have that right to exploit. South Africa is a happier country because of our constitution that protects us against a lot of things. And lastly, one right that I should also share as well is the right to access to health and health system within our society. We all need to be in a healthy state in our lives, and therefore our constitution also stipulates that we as human beings have right to access to health resources that can help us sustain our lives daily. I thank you for your time. I would recommend that you at least take a couple of hours out during your day and go through our Constitution and often remind yourself what value our Constitution has added to our country and our lives, and live every day and exploit those rights that you have as a South African. I thank you for your time. Best wishes to you.